Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Mennings. And in today's episode, I'm going to be doing some cargo running again. But today, I'm not going to be doing Vice. So we hope you like this video, guys. If you do like this video, don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. And don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. Also, the code dropping down now. If you're new to Star Citizen, use that code and get yourself 5,000 credits, and also that will push me up in the rankings and get goodies from CIG themselves as well. It all helps, guys. Also, if you can, check out the descriptions, check out the Discord link. We've got about 80 people on the Discord at the moment, and you might find somebody in there that is in your time zone to play with. Plus, we're doing events and stuff. We're just about to do a big pirate event. And so, yeah, so check out that. And also, we have join memberships for the channel as well. Because as the channel grows, we're at about 2,200 members at the moment. As the channel grows, we are not going to be able to prioritise comments, and if you've got a membership, that's one of the perks of that, as well as badges and emotes. So yeah, so we hope you like this video, guys, and let's get into it.
A friendly reminder to check for your personal belongings before and after all shuttle flights, and to dispose of any trash at appropriate receptacles. No stress, no mess.
So I'm using a pad, so when you hear me talking, it's because I don't want to take my hand off the pad and to use the mouse. So I'm using a thing called Emily Voice Control. A link's in the description, and they've also given us 25% off as well.
Mr. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Press button. Yeah, as I was saying with Emily, there's a code in the description as well as the website, and the code Noobs25 will give you 25% off as well. And everything that you hear, the replies and stuff, all comes part of it, and there's a Star Citizen plugin that you can get for free with it as well. So I need to get myself a drink. Running a bit low. I might have something in my inventory. Let's have a look. Sustenance. No, nothing there. Okay, so let's grab something then. And you see that takes my nutrition down, as you saw there. So always be careful with some of the things you can you buy, because some of them will have different effects to others. If I go on this and go more info, you'll see that it has energizing and cognitive boosting on this, and has like the HAE 39, and you might find some that have different things to it, so I'll show you over here. It's just I thought I'd show you this while I'm doing this, because not many people will know about it, but different drinks and stuff will give you different things to it. So hydration 38 and NDR 30, and it's hydrophonic and hypometabolic. So if I grab that, quick buy, and then keep holding my trigger, and this will do my hydration, and you'll see it's also doing my, because this is the type of drink it is, it's also done my nutrition as well. And so like I was saying, if I just drop that and I pick one up and put it in my thing, more info, should I say, each of these things, so like hydration and nutrition, they'll all have their own things, so keep an eye on them. And if you want to know more about the hydration and nutrition, if you press F1 and you go over to your journal here, in here you'll have your Better Nutrition, Better You, and just have a read about this, about the different things like nutrition and hydration, and then the different types of things that each thing will have. So you could have some that make you fatigue, some that will be dehydrating. So you could have things like a burrito that will be dehydrating, so you're going to lose your hydration faster. So these things will be inside these drinks and energy drinks, waters, boosters, all that stuff. It'll all be inside the information of that. You just click more info, or if you hover on in your, say if I confirm this purchase, so this has got an NDR of 10, so your nutrition is going to 10 on your nutrition. And if I put this into my thing, if it lets me buy it, that is. I don't know if it has. No. Let me do a quick buy on it. See if it lets me do that. So I've got that now. If I press I and go across, just grab something, because then that seems to trigger it. You can see when I hover over it, it gives you the information as well, and that's the same when it's in here. So if I go to substance now, you'll see when it's in here, it gives me all the information just to the side of it there, and the same there. So I just thought I'd let you know that, and just for you guys to keep an eye on that, just so you know. Right, so what I wanted to talk about today was exactly what had just come up there. So what came up there was a price update, commodity price update. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a ship first. Let me grab my ship, and while that's coming, then I will talk to you about what I'm doing today.
Vehicle retrieval system
And report any concerns to Crusader Security. Together, we can set your visit on the right course.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So I'm going to get out my Freelancer Max. So they've got this new systems in 3.18.1 where it helps CIG by having this deliver thing, and it only takes 20 seconds to deliver, and so it doesn't matter what the ship is and where you are. If it's got deliver and deliverable, then it's only going to take 20 seconds. And that just helps CIG with the servers, because then they're not loading all these things in. Once you click it, it takes that time and then 20 seconds to do all what it needs to do, rather than loading everybody's ships in all in one go. So that's a good thing for that, and it's good for us as well that we can get ships out within 20 seconds. Obviously, if it's a claim, then obviously then you're going to have the full time on it. But for big ships that are 24 minutes, this is so much better for when you're first getting it out. So I'm going to get the Freelancer Max.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And we're in Hangar 6 here.
Visit us again.
Hangar 6.
Goodbye.
So what I want to talk to you about today, also that where I clicked on that X, that's another thing as well. Make sure you're clicking out of the terminals rather than pulling away, because then it stops it from freezing up, and other people can, like he's doing there, and it stops it freezing up and other people are going to get to use it. He's pulling away from it there, that's why he's walking backwards, and it could end up blocking a terminal for somebody else, like this here. I think sometimes you can actually hit the X. I'm not too sure, yeah. So sometimes it'll block the terminal like this, and sometimes it'll let you click it, sometimes it won't. But yeah, just so you know, you can do this. And so what I'm going to talk to you about today is this. The prize commodity alerts that just came up. So I've been doing a lot of videos on Vice cargo running and earning like 200, 300,000. So I did one just recently where I was earning 300,000 per run on Vice. And I know I'm in the PTU, same as now I'm in the PTU. It's just quieter in the PTU. And by running Vice, it's a bit more dangerous. So I thought I'd show you something different on cargo running. For those that don't want to mess around with the Vice, or you're having issues with Vice or whatever, there's other options you can go for. So in your journal here, you'll see that the commodity price alerts is here. It might not be here when you come to it. It might be further down here because other things have pushed it down. But it'll always be down here if it is. It doesn't always rise back to the top. And when you click it, basically what it's saying is these are the commodities that are in stock and understocked. And so what you can do is look at these, like the processed foods. The processed foods, medical supplies and distilled spirits. And what you can do is look at the overstock and where it is, and then the understock where it is. And you can go and buy this stuff because you know you're going to actually get the stock because there's overstock of it. So if I go to any of these places here, there's overstock of the medical supplies. So it means I'm going to get this at a decent price, and because there's no demand for taking it. So I'm going to be able to take a lot of it at a cheaper price, and then I'm going to be able to go and sell it. Now, I wouldn't recommend selling it at these two places because you can only sell 10 at a time. And if I've got 120 units in my max and I can only sell 10 at a time, and then it takes a 10 minutes refresh rate, then it's going to be too much. So I'll probably just come back down to the planet where I'm at now and go to a trade development place and sell it all in one go, and hopefully still get the same price per unit. And what this is per unit, so 1575, and then you're going to buy it, and then you're going to sell it at 1936. So about 3.6 per unit. Now each unit, each SCU is 100 units. So 100 units per SCU, and I've got 120 SCU. So that's 12,000 units that I can get. So I can get 12,000 and then times that by 12,000 and times that by 3.6, I think it is, or something like that. So if I try that, 12,000 times 3.6 equals about 43,000-ish. So I should earn about 40 grand on a full run. And I know it's not 300 grand and all that, like what I was doing with the Vice, but it's another way of earning some money if you want to earn some money, you know, doing space trucking. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to head over and get some medical supplies here. You can check out the site and the app. SC Trade Tools. I'll put a link in the description. And what you can do is look at the different places where you can buy the stocks and stuff like that. And what I'll do is now I will put in a little video of it, 20-30 seconds, just to show you the thing itself. So here we are on SC Trade Tools. So we're just going to SC Trade Tools home. I'll just type in SC Trade Tools in your Google or whatever, and it'll come up with the things, the list, and you just click it. And so you've got a couple of different things. I've not looked at the en route and the shops and commodities or anything like that and the mining stuff yet. I haven't looked at any of this, but it's all there to look at. I tend to just look here at the trade routes and the best buyer. So what I'll do is I'll go into trade routes and then I'll pick a ship. So if I pick to the max in here, Freelancer max, then you put in here how much you're willing to spend. So we say we're willing to spend 1 million. 1 million, and then you hit submit. What you have here before we hit submit, you have profit over time. So this could be selling it over time, like, you know, logging back into the game, and then you just got pure profit, and then you've got allow wait time. So if you need to wait, and then stops if you want stops, and then show stock details as well, and then you've got commodities, and you can sort of filter them as well. But I'll just keep it as it is, like this. And we click submit, and then so you'll have like a list of routes that you can look at with the ship you've got, the money you're willing to spend, and stuff you can buy. So laranite, and if you buy this much laranite, this here for this much, you will sell it for this much, and you'll make this much profit basically. And so this is what it does. This is Trade Tools and what it does. So you can look at different stuff. So you can say, okay, I don't really just want to get laranite. I want to get something like slam. You can click on here and choose in the list. So you could say, okay, I want slam. And you click submit, and it'll tell you all the places where slam is sold and where it's bought and how much it's sold and bought for. So 120 there, and you sell it for 180. So you're making 60 profit on that, which is a lot. And then widow here. Again, hit submit, and then so you're buying widow 101, selling 141, so you're making 40 profit on that. So that's what to look for. So on ours, we're looking at medical supplies, wherever that is, medical supplies here, and hit submit. So these are the places you can buy it, all the places that have got overstock. And we can buy it for $15.75, which was the price we bought it at. And then you can sell it at all these places here for this price. And I think when we sold it for 19.1 or something like that. Now, to look at here is these things here. So it'll sell 200,000 units and it replenishes at 1,000 per minute. And what it means here is 1,000 is 100 basically. So it replenishes at 100 units per minute. Each of these 100 units per minute, it'll replenish that. But then when you're selling it, so if you go to somewhere like Arc L1, so if I look at one of the places here, like Crew L1, which is one of the places where it was saying there's an understock, and they need it. They're only selling 1,000 units per 10 minutes, or buying 1,000 units per 10 minutes. So that means you're only going to get to sell 10 units, and because there's 100 per unit per SCU. So you're only going to get to sell 10 SCU, and then you're going to have to wait 10 minutes. So if you've got 120, that's some waiting you're going to be doing. So that's why we look at different places. Like if we keep going down here, we can look at 5,000. So that's going to be 50 units and then 2-minute wait. I tried this earlier on in it, and it didn't seem to work out like that. It didn't seem like that was the right numbers for it. So, and the same with Kudrow, I tried that and it was the same. I waited like 5-10 minutes and it only went down by 1 unit. So there was no 50 units. So, yeah, so basically, unless it goes down by 1 unit, unless that's what it is, it goes down by 1 unit per minute. Maybe that's what it means. And if so, maybe the site needs to maybe make that clear, because I would say reading it, it's going to be, there's a max of 50 units for the shop, and you can only one every 2 minutes. You can sell 50 every 2 minutes, but I think what it is 1 every 2 minutes is the refresh rate. So if we look down at the best places to go, I ended up going to a trade development place. And you see here down at the trade and development places, they are 50,000. So basically 500 units. I've only got 120 in the max, and then it refreshes at 1,000 a minute basically. Oh, so that's what that means. +2 a minute. I get what it means now. So that means every minute it's going to replenish 2. So you for every 100 minutes, basically, it will replenish 10 SCU. So I get it now. So yeah, I get it. So that's going to do 14 units every minute, basically, refresh rate. So that's why it's better to go to these trade development places. So that's just a quick overview of that. And then if we go back to the trading again, back here, you can also look at the commodities here. So you can say, right, I've got 1,200. You remember it's in units, not SCU. So even though it's 120 SCU on my max, it's actually by 100. So it's 100. Basically, it's 12,000 units. So I could say, right, 12,000 medical supplies there. And then I'll click that, and you can also click stolen cargo and stuff like that, and allow wait times and stuff like that. But these are going to be the best places for you to sell it, is what they're saying basically. So Orison, admin at Orison, which is where I went and sold mine. Did I? No, I sold mine at the trade development in Orison. But there's an Admiral Crusade Orison. I don't know where that is. I'm not too sure where that is. I'll have to find out where that is. Unless they're on about Port Olisar. I'll have to try Port Olisar the next time and see. So that's that. Just so that you can see the site and what it's about and the stuff that you can do with it. So let's get back into the video. So now that's that done, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go for the. I don't know what these are. I think it's probably only about 1 profit on that, and I'm not too sure about processed food. Probably not even one because you're only buying it for one. I'm not too sure what you'll be able to sell it for. I'll have a look in a minute. But this is going to be about 3.6 profit if we can sell. If we can buy it at that, and we should be able to because it's an overstock, and sell it at that. But I'm not going to sell it at these places, like I said, because I can only sell 10, and that was explained in the video just a minute ago. So let's go, and we're going to head over to Deakins or Hicks first. And another thing we can do once we're over there is we can loot. So the good things about this is that we can loot and earn extra money as well on top. Let me just check that. I didn't look. 6 is it? Yeah. 6. So the good thing, like I was saying, is we can loot at these places, and that could earn us an extra 20-30 grand. And on top of that, the places where we land are in armistice zones, so you're more than likely not going to be getting attacked when you're in there. And you can plan your route while you're still on the pad and then try and escape if somebody is waiting around for you. Just depends whether they're going to try and interdict you. It's something we're going to be looking at in the pirate video or pirate stream soon, so not too sure. But yeah, this is just going to be a run to see what we can do, and just so you guys can see other runs other than Vice and earning loads of money. And just this one is just going to be a steady income. Turn ship on.
Starting pre-flight protocols. All systems operational.
How can Miss Kelly be here today? Systems on.
Request takeoff.
Requesting clearance. Stand by.
Launch sequence completed.
Retract landing gear.
Retracting landing gear.
Set full speed.
Full speed applied.
Power thrusters.
Maximizing engines.
So I need to set a route. I'm doing this. I've not even set a route yet. Clear that route. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to sailing, and I'm going to look at Hicks is where it was. So that's where I'm going to go, to Hicks. That was one of the ones in of overstock, and then we're going to go over to it. Just turn that cruise control off. And let's do this. Let's get into it and see how we go. So we'll pick up here, and then what we'll do is, so I did a run earlier on, and for some reason the run failed, not the run itself, but the video that I didn't have any audio on it. And so I'm doing the run again, obviously. And so what I tried earlier on was I tried doing some dropping off at moons rather than the planet, because I didn't want to have to go into the planet and the whole transport system and all that stuff. I thought, oh, it might be better looking at the moons, and looking at the SC Trade tools. It was saying basically I could sell 50 units at a couple of places on the moons, and there was only a 2-minute countdown on the refresh of that. But it turned out that that wasn't the case, so I ended up in the end having to still go back to the planet to sell it all. So I'm just going to do that this time. I'm going to get stock here and just go straight to the planet. And I'm using the max, the Freelancer max here, just so that you can see the profit you get with something like this rather than a big C2. And what I'm going to do is I'll start pulling back here from around 10,000. Retract landing gear.
Retracting landing gear.
Actually, they should have been deployed, but
Landing gear down.
does the same thing. It sounds like there might be someone nearby, because that's why my things are flickering. But like I was saying to you, it doesn't matter because we're coming into an armistice zone here anyway, so it's not an issue. Once we hit this armistice zone, it's all going to be fine. We're all good. And when I land, what I'll do is I'll reset a new route. So I'm going to take this small pad here so I don't end up taking it for somebody else. And what I'll do is I'll grab the cargo first and put that in the stock, and then that way then somebody else doesn't end up taking it from me. So there we are. Oh,
Launch sequence
turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Engines off.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my route first before I take off again. I'm just going to go straight back to Crusader, and not Port Olisar, but Orison. Set the route to that, and then I can get out the seat, go and buy the cargo. And as you saw there, when I did turn my engines off, with the voice software, it also turned my shields to full. So basically my shields went to full, then my engines turned off, and that way then... Oh no, man, Tony. I've only gone and done the same again, Anna. Constantly doing that. I'm so stupid sometimes. I'm always doing that. That's one of the worst things, I do that. And so, as I was saying, hopefully there's something in here I can use. Fingers crossed. No. Oh well. That's me pretty much a buggered. Me pretty much a buggered. I think I have an helmet on board. Ooh, 3%. I think I might have a bit. Yeah, I've got a helmet on board. Luckily, I've got a helmet on board. Woo! That was close. Woo! Right, so what I can do is put that in my thing, and I put this on here. And this also shows you then that what I can do with this. What I can do with this as well. And so what I can do now is I'll have to maybe find a thing to heal myself now. I can't use the thing at the moment. Oh, I might be able to because they changed it actually. Yes, I can. If I press B, can I use it on myself? I thought I could use it on myself. Apparently not. But I'll tell you what I might have, if I put this away, I may have one of these. There we are. I don't know if I've got another one. No. So luckily I had one of them anyway. So let's get back into this. Let's where am I? So what you're looking for when you're buying your cargo is this orange thing here. You've got the blue one over there, which is the airport, and on that one you can get things out like the piracies and the smaller ships and any ground vehicles. But then you're looking for this orange one up here, basically, for the, and it says store at the top or storage at the top, and basically that's where you can get to these terminals. So let's do that. Let's access this terminal. Let's select the ship, Freelancer Max. And what we're going to do is we're going to take medical supplies and we're going to buy it at 175, which is what we said, what it was saying. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 120 of them, which is basically 12,000, and it's going to cost me 189,000. There we are. Hit that. I was just messing around with that slider because someone said something about it the other day. So that's that. And so that's the cargo I got. Oh. Finally get it out of it. It's just another bug. So yeah, if you don't hit that X on it, then you're going to have issues. Like I just had there. So what we're going to be looking for is loot now. We're going to try and loot the place while we're here. Maybe pick up a bit of extra cargo if we can. And now with 318, we've got this move all button. A little gimp suit there. So what you do, if that move all button isn't selected, what you have to do is move something over first and then you can move the rest over. And don't forget to put this onto your ship because the session I did earlier on, I kept forgetting to do it. Forgetting to put stuff on my ship, which was annoying. So I checked over there. There was nothing over there. So I'm going to check this blue one, and then I'll go over there, and then we'll head to sell this stuff. So it was 189 we spent, 189,000. And let's see what we got once we sell it. In here, but I thought I'd show you this quickly anyway for those that don't know.
Welcome.
Click on this.
To the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
And once you get into this, you'll see that I can call my piracies here and my grey cat here as well. So you can call small ships here.
Goodbye.
Right. Okay, we're all good here. No boxes in here. There's normally two places where they would be. And we've got this last place, and then we are done. So then we'll have all this stuff, and we can go and sell it. So there's normally a box there, none this time. We'll go in and check around. And you see that journal up there, the commodity prices come up there. We'll check that out in a second, just to make sure nothing's changed. No boxes in there. And then sometimes there's a box there, sometimes there, sometimes there. But doesn't seem to be any this time. So no boxes in there. So there wasn't a lot of loot here, but you get the idea that we can do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the back here so you can see the cargo. There she is, the lovely, lovely cargo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to face that way, get maybe a screenshot of that. There we are. Let's have a look at that. Sorry guys, but I've got to get the screenshot. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go and sell this over at Orison, and you'll see then basically I've already set my route. So there's 108 in here and 12 in here, cargo. And you can see that I've already set my route, so basically now it's just a matter of going. Don't forget when you get in here to move all your stuff back over to your vehicle. Like I said, I did that earlier and I kept forgetting. So we've got all that stuff in there now from other runs that I did. And what I'll do is I'll go and sell all that at space station. Right, so what I wanted to do is just quickly look at this price commodity thing again on here and just see if anything's changed. So they've not added anywhere else, and I think one of the places has been understock, has been gone from the overstock on it. So it's all good. We're still good. I'm going to go and sell this over at Orison, and then we'll go from there. Turn engines on.
Starting pre-flight protocols. All systems operational.
Set full speed.
Full speed applied.
So the good thing about Orison in 3.18 is the thing is not that bad now. Getting around the planet can be a bit of a long one if it's on the other side, but luckily this one isn't, so it's not too bad. So yeah, the atmosphere now is 90 in Orison, and the base itself is at 80, so it's only 10 kilometers that you have to come down to. And when you drop in like you drop in at 20 odd like the rest of the planets, so it's not too bad. It used to be 70 odd. Now I am in PTU. I'm going to tell people that I am in PTU. It is quieter, there's less pirates, and with this new build, a lot more pirates are going to be around. But thing to remember is that because you're going off the commodities list, commodity updates, you've probably got more chance of getting the stock because there is overstock of it. So, and what I'll do is I'll put a video at the top here of how to get into the space depots of each of the planets, and what we're looking for coming into Crusader Orison is this. Looks like a spider here. you see when I hit my ping, it looks like a spider, or an octopus, all these legs coming off it. And you can tell by the 4 red dots on the outer skirts, and then a couple of red 4 dots here in the middle. And also you'll see there's like a couple of round things like over to our right there, like round structures, and a round structure to the left. So you pretty much find them quite easy, these things. So let's get into it. The only thing about doing it this way is, and not going onto a moon, is I have to go into the transport system, but it's not too bad. Request landing.
Contacting ATC.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
Turn ship lights on.
Starting pre-flight protocols.
No.
All systems operational.
Ship lights. I don't know if I've got it set for it. Lights. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's fine. Retract landing gear.
Retracting landing gear.
Landing successful.
Turn engines off.
Powering down systems.
Engines off.
An active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
Go away. So remember here, when you do land, press I, and if you want to move all your stuff from your vehicle over to your local here, you can do that. And you can turn the filter off on that. I've got my substance set on it, and then all that stuff will go over. But I want to go and sell all that at a space station, because then I can earn some money from it. You see, and with the new wipe coming, you get to keep your money, but all the gear you don't. So let's go down, get out of the thingy here. Doors are open because it's saying I'm illegally parked, but it's fine, it's all good. A med bed there then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ship away.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
2955 marks the centennial anniversary of the first orbital platform built on Crusader. Join us in celebrating 100 years of incredible engineering and the tireless efforts of those who work every day to keep Orson afloat.
Saying unknown.
Please
So I
visit
may
us
not.
again. Goodbye. Welcome
I'll check it
to
again
the ASOP
and then
Vehicle
see
Retrieval
if
System.
it says it again. It may end up being a case of the cargo's gone. Right, so it's saying unknown. I think it might be because it's on the done that again. Right, we go. It might be because it's on the bay. We've got to get down to the transport system now, and then we've got to head to the TDD. So you can go to the TDD on the planet, so the trade development thing, or you can go to the business centre district in Hurston. There is other places on the
and after all shuttle
trader
flights,
thing,
and to disperse mass call for
and
passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
you can look at, but yeah, have a look at the different routes and stuff like that. So we're looking for the TDD, which is down here, Trade Development Division. So we need to go to Cloud View. So we need to look for the Cloud View one, which is this one. We've got a couple of seconds. No, it's gone.
Our recently redesigned Crusader
Okay.
Industries shuttlecraft feature expanded vista opportunities with their signature
Okay. Okay.
An active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
providing
So, God knows what happened there. I'm in hospital again. Who knows what happened? I don't, but that's just a bug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick on an undersuit again. Probably the same one, same stuff I've got, same armor and all that stuff. So, helmet that I had.
For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you
So
for
they're
your
about to
cooperation.
impound my vehicle. It's about to be impounded. I'm over at the hospital now.
Storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
So they're impounding my vehicle. I'm looking for the lifts. So there we are, I've got a parking ticket. Another bug part of Star Citizen. Give me a landing bay, I landed in it and then they said no. So it doesn't matter anyway. I'm going down to the TDD. And this is where the hospital is where the ABS is, which is in Cloud View. And that's where the TDD is anyway, so... So, let's look for the exit. At least it did my energy. So that's good. And what we're looking for is the TDD, which is across the way from us. Actually, it's here. Yes, at this Strauss building here. And you'll know because it's got that like globe thing there. Trade development. What you would have done is the train that killed me, or the thing that killed me, would have landed just, if I show you, just there, where that billboard is there. You see it coming in there. So that's the one that actually killed me, I think. That's the one that left when it killed me, and that's where it would have landed there. So you just go up them steps there and across this bridge, and that's where the trade development is on this Strauss building here. So let's go in here, and then let's go to the terminals, and let's go and see what we get for this gear. So we spent 189,000 on it. So select an option. It's Freelancer Max. Give it a second to do its thing. So 120 odd cargo, 128 units of cargo. I'm going to sell it 192, which is a really good price. And we're going to sell it all. So 231. So we made, we sold it for 100 and we bought it for 189. So 42. We made 42,000 on it, basically. So that's that. We made 42,000 on that run. I'd say probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes max with the looting. The loot we could probably make 10 grand, 20 grand. Sometimes you pick up these orange helmets that are worth 2,500 or 2,700, and they will. You can get 3 or 4 of those, so you could subsidize. Have an extra 10, 20, 30, 40. I've even had up to 50 grand's worth of loot, depending on how many places you go. And then I go and sell that at the space stations up in the sky. And remember, like, go to the cargo centres to sell things. Go to the armor shop to sell some stuff, and then also to the pharmacy for medical stuff, because you get better prices at the different places. So yeah, so that's that one, guys. It's just a quick one. I just thought I'd show you something different that was, you know, legal cargo running rather than the illegal stuff where you're going to get a lot more pirates, and it's in a smaller shape. So you might not get jacked as much because it's not worth it to the pirates for all the effort. Whereas if you've got a max full of Vice, which is 300,000, you could get jacked and have all that ripped from you, and that will ruin your night. Whereas if you're doing a couple of these runs, you know, 3 or 4 of those runs, and you're, you know, close to 200,000 anyway. So yeah, so we hope you like that one, guys. And if you did like that one, don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button for us. It really does help us out. We're growing this channel, absolutely loving doing it. We've been going for about nine months now, and we're absolutely loving it. We're at 2,300 subscribers currently. And if you are new to Star Citizen, the code dropping down, use that code, you get 5,000 credits when you join, and you push me up in them rankings as well. And there's also, check out the description for the Discord, place where we've got about 80 people at the moment, and you might find people that you can play with, and the events that we're doing and stuff like that. So yeah, so we hope you like that one, guys, and we'll see you out there in the verse.